Do you feel sometimes like the world is asking too much of you, like there's too much pressure, more than you can actually handle, the expectations are too high, you know, you just want to take a step back and relax because you just want to get out of everything? I feel you, I really do. I've been there, and let me explain you why that happens. Hey everybody, my name is Odysseas Koutsoupis, or you can call me Coach Odi, and welcome back to another great video. Of course, throw a like, write me down in the comments if you felt that social pressure at some point in your life. Of course, throw a follow, a subscribe, whatever platform seeing this through. It's always highly appreciated. So let me share with you a story that you will probably relate to. So I was always a high performance student, you know, I was studying, I had good grades, and you know, I remember after some, you know, almost every exam, I would have the same discussion with my mother, and basically, you know, let's say that I had 15 out of 20 grade, which was quite well. And she would ask me, okay, so how did George perform? Obviously, George would be, you know, the best student, had the best grades and everything. So I would tell her, you know what, obviously he got a 19 or 20 out of 20. So she would tell me, so you could do better. And, you know, my initial response would be like, you know what, everybody else had, you know, below the average, you know, they had like 5 or 6 out of 20. And, you know, her reply was always the same, I don't care what other people do. And you know, like in my mind, I was like, crazy, what do you mean you care? You told me about George, but you don't care about all the other people? And you know, it was something that it wouldn't make sense to me back then. But now that actually I reconsider that, obviously what my mother was trying to do was, you know, compare me with someone better just to, you know, make me become better. Because if you compare yourself with other people that have worse performance, it's obvious that you can actually, you know, settle and say, it's okay, I'm doing great just because others are doing bad. But if you compare yourself with someone better, it's easier to say that I have a lot of stuff that I need to do to just, you know, reach the top. So I remember feeling like, you know, everything was unfair, people were too harsh on me, you know, that feeling was present throughout my life. And, you know, let's say in the classroom, maybe I did something that another classmate did, but the teacher would be, you know, stricter to me than the other person. And, you know, I would feel like me against the world vibes, you know. And in conversations that I had with my father, at some point, I remember he would tell me, you know what, son, if I thought that you cannot make it, I wouldn't ask you to. So I see your potential, and that's why I'm trying to make you even better. And now it all makes sense, because the higher the potential you have, the higher the expectations people have of you. And that statement is true in every aspect of our life. So for example, let's say that you own 2 cars, one is an Opel Corsa and one is a Ferrari. You consider the Opel Corsa a low value car with low capabilities, and you perceive Ferrari a high value car with high capabilities. So if they have the same problem, you will be a lot stricter with the Ferrari instead of the Opel Corsa because of the value that you perceive it for. So that's the same with people. So if you are considered a high value person, if people think that you have you know, high potential, they will actually be more strict to you because they expect higher things than you. And that's the, you know, the nice quote that everybody knows, which is, with great power comes great responsibility. So the message I'm trying to get across is that if you feel like people are asking too much of you, probably that's a good sign, because they think that you will be able to deliver, because they consider you a high value, high performance person. Otherwise, they wouldn't expect that from you. They don't ask the same thing from everybody. So if they choose you, it means that they see something in you. And if you don't see that, maybe that's an opportunity for you to believe that. Just because other people believe in you, maybe it's a time for you to see the truth as well. So now you have 2 options. Option number 1 is step back, settle a mediocre life, and accept that you're not good enough and just live inside your comfort zone. Or option number 2, which is my favorite, and I highly suggest you that, is to actually step up. Realize that you have greatness inside of you, greatness that probably you haven't noticed in yourself, but other people are noticing you, and that's a good sign, and actually get shit done. Accomplish the goals, not the goals that you actually are comfortable with, but the goals that you are capable of, because your potential is higher than you think. If it wasn't, people wouldn't expect stuff from you. So tag 2 of your friends down in the comments that really need to hear that. And of course, again, throw a like, a follow, subscribe, whatever platform you're seeing this through. It's always highly appreciated, and I will see you on the next one.